Saul, before he turned Paul, he was persecuting the church, right? And Jesus encountered him and he asked him, like, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Is it hard for you to kick against the goad? A lot of people don't know that a goad is a stick with a pointed piece of iron on its tip, and it's used to prod the oxen when they're plowing the field. So farmers would use this pointed end to urge a stubborn ox into motion. So if the ox stopped when it's supposed to be plowing the field, they would use the goad to prod the oxen and poke them to get to moving, right? Occasionally, the oxen would kick at the goad, like he would kick back because he's like, "You hit me, I get my lick back," right? Occasionally, the beast would kick at the goad, but the more that the oxen kicked, the more likely the goad would stab into the flesh of its leg, causing the oxen even greater pain. And the gag is, regardless of what the oxen wanted to do, it was going to have to move and go in the direction that the farmer was telling it to go. If it didn't feel like plowing, we're done. I'm clocking out for the day. It would get prodded and poked with the goad, and it would still have to finish plowing the field. It would still have to go and do what the farmer was telling it to do, right? So when Jesus encountered Saul, he says, "Is it hard for you to kick against the goad?" So now he's using goad as a spiritual terminology because he's forcing Saul to move into God's direction. And Saul would kick against God's urging, and it was only hurting himself and it was only hurting others. Jesus will win. Amen. We are only hurting ourselves and fighting a losing battle by kicking against the goad, by going against God, by going against his plan, by going against his urging, by going against his leading, his direction, and everything that he is calling us to do. For those of y'all who feel like, I really don't want to do that. I'm comfortable. I want to do what I want to do. Stop kicking against the goad. Because every L that you taking, everything that's going left, everything that ain't making sense, everything that's not going right, it's consequence. It's just digging deeper into your flesh because you're going to have to go the direction that God told you to go because he's relentless and he cares about you and he's not giving up on you. Stop kicking against the goat and go in the direction that God is telling you to go.